Hello guys, we will explain to you about how to teach in elementary school by using the speaking method, which will be read by me. Speaking is the process of building and sharing meaning through the use of verbal and nonverbal symbols in various contexts. Kenny. Speaking is an important of the process of learning and teaching foreign language as a second language, even though is this important over the years. Speaking Speaking has not been an important thing, and English teacher continue speaking only as repetition of exercises or memorize dialogue. However, the word today requires that the purpose of teaching speak must improve student communicative ability, because only in that way students can express themselves and learn how to follow appropriate social and cultural rules in each communication. In order to teach learn of second language how to speak in the best way, some activity that can be improved are speaking skill below and can be applied immediately in class. For this reason, teacher must create a classroom environment in which students have communication such as real life, authentic activity, and meaning text that enhance skill speaking in English. Can happen when students collaborate in group to reach an indicator or complete a text. The first one is discussion. After listen are based on content, discussion can be applied for various reasons. Students can discuss up to a conclusion, share idea about an event, or find solution in their discussion group. Before discussion, it was very important that the objective of the discussion active be arranged by the teacher. In this way, the discussion points are relevant to this goal, so students don't spend their time chatting with each other about irrelevant things. For example, students can be included in agreeing disagree discussion in this type of discussion. The teacher can form group of students, preferably 4 or 5 in each group. Then each group work on each topic according to the group for a certain period of time and present the result of their discussion in front of the class. And 2. Role play. One other way to improve student speaking skill is to play role playing. Students pretend that they are in various social contexts and have various social roles. In activity role play, the teacher provides information to students or students such as who they are and what they think or feel. Thus, the teacher can call student that you got the doctor and tell him what happened last night. 3. With storytelling. Students can brief summarize story or a story they have heard from people before, or they make their own story to tell their classmates. Storytelling fosters creative thinking. It also helps students express ideas in the initial form, development, and final result, including the character and setting of a must-have story. Students can also tell puzzle or joke. For example, at the beginning of each class session, the teacher can call several students to tell short puzzle or joke and opening. In this way, the teacher will not only improve student language skill, but also get attention from the class. The next, completion story. This technique is very fun. The whole class free of speaking activities, where student is in circle. For this activity, teacher starts telling story, but after a few sentences, he stops telling story. Then each student begin to continue from the point where it previously stopped. Each student must add 4 and 10 sentences. Student can add new character, event description, and so on. And next, reporting. Before coming to class, students are asked to read newspaper or magazine, and in class, they report to their friend what they find to be the most interesting news. Students can also talk about whether they have experienced anything worth it to be taught by friends in their daily life in front of the class. And next, brainstorming. On a particular topic, students can produce ideas in limited time. Depending on the context, both individual opinion or effective brainstorming group and student generate idea quickly and freely. A good characteristic of brainstorming is that students are not creative for their ideas, so students will be open to sharing new ideas. Gap information. In this activity, students must pair up. A student will have information that other partner do not have, and partner will share their information. Information gap activities serve various purposes such as problem solving or gathering information. Also, each partner plays an important role because the text cannot be complete if the partner does not provide the other information he needs. This activity is effective because everyone has the opportunity to speak freely in English.
Okay, we would like to make some comment on improving student speaking skill. Making students speak more English in the classroom is not only a matter of forcing them to speak. This demands good preparation of proper material, and implementation must be progressive and systematic, which demand more teacher workload. I mean, lots of those teachers who learn what and how to do in the classroom. As a teacher, simply don't do as they are supposed to. They seem as stuck, they don't like to work much. No way, teachers need to work much so they accomplish the teacher role. A few tips for teacher is general. Reduce your Triple T, teacher talking time in the classroom by giving simple and clear instruction, by asking 1 or 2 students to show by means of speaking that they understood the task instruction, and also by asking other students to answer a student question. Being a teacher of English is different from being a lecturer. Increase STT, student talking time, a guide by asking other students to answer a student question by showing pictures related to the topic of the class and without saying a single word. Eliciting student participation. Avoiding yes or no question. Prepare those questions that make students speak in order to make themselves clear. Attention to your way of correcting students. Sometimes Even when your intention is simply to help a certain student, you may make things even worse to them. For instance, if you want to show a certain mistake to a student, instead of saying, "Oh, this is not correct," or "You made a mistake," or "Oops, don't say this or that," you better say, "Maybe you should change this or that," or "Why don't you use," or "Well, it might be even better if you do say," or "Very good try, but you better say do," or "Try," or "Nice try," or "Beginning," "Know what don't you," or "Good participation," or answer, "Now I will make it better." When watching students for mistake, don't be so close to them because this will make them even share. Instead, get close to another student or simply stand back or pretend being interested in something different, picking up a book or going back to your table. This will make students feel more comfortable and encouraged. When you're from pronunciation or grammar practice, never correct them unless something really serious happens. Let them talk. Let them feel that they can communicate despite of their mistake and pronunciation grammar. Praise them for speaking. Show satisfaction. Not only encourage them to watch movie, give them tips on what and how to select what really matters, and thinking about which environment or opportunity they could put those select sentences in action. Never forget participating or speaking is what really matters in the case in question, and when a student does something good despite of being right or wrong, otherwise you take the risk of making your student share. Activities such as group discussion or debate topic must be of student interest. Description of placing people in pair for quizzing tend to help students speak, but remember, if you stay very close to them, like a mistake hunter, you may spoil everything. Planning time has been shown to increase production in speaking tasks. Lower level learners often find it especially difficult to speak spontaneously, so this activity incorporate thinking time during which learners can prepare for speaking by planning what they are going to say and asking the teacher, or using a dictionary to look up missing vocabulary. The following activities are relatively short, with minimal material preparation time for teacher. They are designed for use a warmer or a filler in the middle or at the end of the class. 1. Definition list. This activity is good for activating existing vocabulary or revising vocabulary studied in previous lesson. Procedure. Choose a vocabulary topic. This can be vocabulary you have recently studied or a topic you want to introduce. Tell students to write a list of 10 words they associate with the topic. To make the activity shorter, reduce the number of words. Pre-teach or revise structure for definition. Distinguish you use for you find this in. Is an animal, object, place, it's the opposite of. Tell students to look at their list and give them a few minutes to how they can define this word. Now students work in the file. or group of three and define their word to each other, their partner must guess the word are defining. A faster moving, fun alternative to this activity is a team game. Change the vocabulary to list of famous people, books, film, objects. Each team write a list for another team. Students can also write 3 or 4 words each on strip of paper to draw out of a hat. Pretext is revised structure for definition. Each thing which or that you use for is a film or book or object. He, she, an actor or politician. He, she, British, American, Spanish. Each team nominate one person to define the word to their team. Each team has 1 minute to define as many words as possible.
This activity can be adapted to replace a range of tension, present simple, past simple, continuous, future tense. By changing the time from a "What are you doing to do tomorrow?" or "next weekend?" The procedure, write a selection of time from of the bird yesterday, 9 o'clock this time last year on 11 September 2001. Tell students to choose some of the prompts and think of what they were doing at this time. Tell students that they are going to the partner small group. Adjective. This is the variation of the above activity and grade for practice adjective. Students personalize the discussion by talking about experience and feeling. Tell students to choose several adjectives, increase or decrease the number depending on how long you want the activity to take. Tell them to think of a time when they felt this way and that they are going to tell their partner or small group about their experience. Information gap activity. Order the story. Information gap and jigsaw text have been shown to be beneficial text type in terms of promising obligatory as opposed to optional information exchange and as a way of promoting collaborative dialogue in the classroom. In this activity, students work in pairs and the information, the picture, are divided equally between them. Students must work collaboratively to put the story together in the right order. See table for strong, pre-intermediate student and above. Procedure is before the class, when a cartoon with a less for thickness, the cartoon can be with or without dialogue. The more thickness and more elements in the story, the more difficult the text. Print the cartoon and cut up the thickness. Put students into pairs and divide the thickness equally between student A and student B. Give student time to think about how to describe their picture and explore vocabulary they need. Write and dialogue. Take a comic strip, cartoon, or usual image in which there are several people or character. If there's dialogue or caption, blank it out. And display the comic strip or cartoon or image and elect idea from students about what is happening in it. Who are the people or character? What are they doing? What happened next? What are they say to each other? And the classes, students practice their dialogue and read their version out to the class. That's it. Our explanation about how to teach in elementary school, and thank you for your attention.